them sleep. How can I do a fire in the booth when I'm trained just to maintain? And since you don't hear the word fire in the same way, heard screams, splutters, and them gasping for air.
Yo, what's goody? Right now, we are in the fire in the booth. Feel me, fam? Now another reaction requested from my subscribers that I should do this. This is called Fire in the Booth, Lowkey, Part 2. Let's do this, man. Let's see the fire right now. Let's go.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect.
You know what time it is when you hear this, right?
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right. Showtime.
Yeah, fire in the booth. Much anticipated part 2. Hold tight, suspense. Listen, if they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. Listen. It's the zeitgeist, Zapatista, Zoroat is Zenith, Zed is zinc in the zebra, zigzagging zealots, zilch to zombies and Zionists, he's zen in his zodiac, fire in the booth, it's a rostry in the zombies that yapping like Yokozuna in Yemen, YouTube and yoga, Yokozuna in Yoville, yodeling in your Xanax to an extent, a wonderful world is waiting, while weapons wage war, we're weeping, who's winning, we wish them well, while wicked wizard webs are weaving, they whip us till we're wheezing, words of wisdom won't weaken, witness these whatless witless wallies waffling with their weekend, their word in is Wikipedia. Virtually void of vitals versus visceral vintage but vivid videos going viral. I'm your uncle that understands. Now it's us with the upper hand. We were underlings, underrated, unhuman to Uncle Sam. There are those thinking tactics to take the throne, though the truth tends to be told through their thesaurus takes its toll. Slithering snakes stipulate systems to sell your soul. Secretly seek social stratification set in stone. Regiments ravage the region, now it's right for reparations. Rendered refugees can't retract or repair ramifications. Quest across the quarrels on quintessentially qualified quitters quake. Quality of my quotes can't be quite quantified. People pass prematurely, pay the price for passivity. Pretext of pillage, plunder, prepared to prolong proximity. People's pathology pulverized by this possibility. People power is potent. It's the peak of positivity. Oligarchs ostracize others, offer obituaries. Overall, I overstand the odyssey. Optimistically, norms of a nascent nation should never negate nature. Nasty as nefarious neocon naysayers for neighbors. This masterful maverick mic man will make you meet your maker. Meanwhile,
fire in the booth.
Merciless mercenaries maneuver to meet the majors. Lyrically lack luster, literally lack love, lust, living lavish in luxury. Listeners lap up a kaleidoscope of kindness, knowledge, knuckles, and kerosene to kill the kleptocracy. Cool the kettle that they kept us in. Jabbing javelins and jingoism, jealousy justified when jeering and jobless is journalism, information industry, interlinked with infantry, instrumentalize identity, implant ignorance instantly. Hackers in handcuffs, harvesters of hatred, hand gliding, harbingers of harassment, harbor harmful handwriting, gangsters of globalization, glorify glitz and the glam, give us guidance to the graveyard. They got the gift of the gap. It's flawless how they fabricate the folklore of defeat and funnel funds for freelance fighters and fawn over fights for freedom. Economics, everything, exploitation and epidemic, exhausting environments, easy but the dividends are deadly. Don't dare dream of doing different. Dread our destruction's definitely coming as the catalyst. Clamor for the capital, can't counteract the cycle. The catastrophe could cancel all, bring borders to bear. Bombarded with the broken, basically bribery beckons business. We are beholden, though accurate answers to all of the above aren't available. I attack the alphabet again and aced it just to aim at you. They say anything is attainable. Attack the alphabet again and they...
Perfect.
Man like Lowkey in the building! I am a savage, bro!
Much love, bro.
Hey, first time you come in, you killed the alphabet. Assassinated it. And just to take the mickey, you come in and kill it backwards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Much love, bro.
Man like
You nailed
Lowkey
it,
in the
man.
building!
Thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure, my G!
That's not bad, man.
You ain't done yet, though, are you?
I ain't done at all. Let's do it.
Let's get it, bro!
Let's do it. Yeah. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. If they don't let us dream, then we won't let them sleep. How can I do a fire in the booth when I'm trying just to maintain and say you don't hear the word fire in the same way? Heard screams, splutters, and them gasping for air. That's not bars in a booth. It's so hard to compare. If I use fire as a metaphor, does that disrespect the people that are never more? How does that bomb sound to those that bled in war that we never saw? Remember when they settled scores with metal swords at Skeletor? Chinese made gunpowder. Nobel invented dynamite. They say the guilt in his mind compelled him to design the prize. We know what Einstein's mind was like. How many geniuses we never knew that were deprived of life. I can't philosophize on horrifying flames. We don't have to apologize or qualify our pain. Degremphilize our loved ones of the colonizer's name. Should we let the corporate media lobotomize our brains? You are beautiful. No matter how this life disfigures you, you're beautiful. Even if that image you emulate isn't you. I don't know if history is linear or cyclical, but no, I'm ridiculed for making invisibles visible. That's why Plato said banish poets from the Republic, because they know that we can shake the social system and disrupt it. The land of liberty, they tell us leave it or lump it. When Trump comes to the country, we hope he chokes on his crumpet before we sink in the ocean. Consider this as an omen. Nature's blessings aren't ours just because we think that we own them. Never think that you're broken or think that you're no one. Remember, a rope is strong because of strings interwoven. Would they love you more if you mock the people that you're from? Self-orientalize and believe that you belong. Overcompensate and propagate the image of the imbecile, not uninvolved. Even though you're further from the killing field, take solace in the fact there's always cracks in the monolith. Now we're practically lobbing bricks like Asterix and Obelix. Distracted with gossip is twisted news and interlude to adverts. No hidden clues to listen to is pitiful. Rosa Luxemburg gave us the simple truth. You won't feel your chains till the day you begin to move. He photographed the corpse and they flung him in the cage. Those that signed off on the cladding are still receiving their wage. Helicopters hover close, pictures for the front page. Tried to speak, all I really felt deep was numb rage. How could they see this pain at such a young age? Leaning out the window screaming for help, but none came. If it bleeds, it leads. The trauma tourists, they gravitate. Shock doctrine in effect, disaster capitalists salivate. Privatization, deregulation and austerity. 0-hour contracts, exploitation and precarity. Adults didn't make it, the children to be fostered. Save pennies on the block, drop 20 million on the opera. We see through your cold plans, your program is done. We don't want a prime minister that holds hands with Trump. We don't want DJs doing shows on military compounds. Can't trivialize fire or hear any more bomb sounds. How can I smile when I know the remains are still not?
Woo! This is a fire in the booth. Oh, it's a fire. Woo!
Found and echoing in my mind is exactly how the sobs sound. They say we're criminals for syllables and stanzas when they subsidize the killers, tools, the pillagers and bankers who were the engines of history. People like me and you who got massacred for the right to vote at Peterloo. It was Imagineers and the artists that told how the martyrs, William Cuffy and the chartists rebel and resist, even through something small. Create windows with words and mirrors where once were rules. Manure contributes to the beauty of a rose. Why can't we accept our pain as something that helps us grow? They wonder why songs that make you cry are more moving, cause crying's the only thing that we were born doing. They tell us tea is tradition to the English. When I look around this island, not a tea plantation in it. Earl Grey gave 20 million to the slave traders, multipolar world. Now the Indians are space raiders. Freedom to be even or merely alienate labor. Freedom for fossil fuelers to desecrate and invade nature. Albert was an immigrant, Prince Philip is an immigrant. Where the Celts, Normans and the Anglo-Saxons English then. The word sugar, cotton and rice come from Arabic. Now we import democracy to civilize the Saracens. Analyzing planets when this backwater was wilderness. Seems we're still obsessed with immortality like Gilgamesh. Pessimism of intellect, optimism of will. Where the skin of their victims is syndrome Buffalo Bill. In times of permanent war, there's always someone to kill. But when life and death are virtual, almost nothing is real. They got my snapshots in a padlock box, but settle with the heavy metal. This is rap, not rock. It's fire in the booth, but man's not hot. I just got genius bars like a laptop shop. They wanna know if I got a flow, or I'm gonna blow.
There's fire in the booth, but man's not hot. Woo! I like that.
Back like Geronimo Pratt, let's rock and roll. I never sold my soul for a pot of gold. Now feel this solid knowledge in your collarbone. Subject to propaganda that terrifies the slumbered, but the albums still sell. You can verify the numbers. Collectivize or die. Protect your mind or suffer. Life is paradise to some and a paradise to others. While these Twittery teens are sinking in screens and thinking in memes. They blink in this machine is pimping their dreams. I think it's obscene, as sick as it seems. They don't know what lyrical invincibility means. charge through for part 2, I can't lose. Labels astroturfing, trying to make it look grassroots. Gone are the days we sold our CDs from the car boot. Sharpshooters shooting harpoons through your chart tunes. Saw pain in the eyes of a retired fireman, knowing he couldn't say a child survived the frying pan. When we riot, we disquiet the Leviathan. Forget Iron Man, I got an Iron Lion's diaphragm. My salutation to those with imagination, most anticipated, and that's no exaggeration. The flag doesn't exist. Let me back up that statement. What happens to the nation if the Queen has a tax haven? What's commonsensical is sensible to question. What seems to be a lesson is intellectual repression. Say the ting goes as expression of aggression. Remember, there's 2 victims on either side of the weapon. We won't let them sleep if they don't let us dream. Then we won't let them sleep if they don't let us dream. Then we won't let them sleep. Listen, check it. Power to those that read bell hooks, power to those that sell books, power to those that know how the inside of a cell looks. All those feeling helpless, forgotten or discarded. Power to the strange fruit they thought was rotten in the garden. Power to those sitting alone, seeking knowledge in the. Power to those feeling stained or your tomorrow isn't tarnished. Power to those that sweep the streets with more knowledge than PhDs. Power to those that keep their keys, return his promise, please believe. Power to those that suffer in silence, those it hurts to hear. Power to those that hold their ground, power to those that persevere. Power to those that love humanity more than they love style. Power to immigrants, probably raising Donald Trump's child. Power to the who can't imagine what sight is, those staring at the moon and all those working night shifts. Power to the readers, the writers, the illiterate. Power to those that struggle to decolonize their syllabus. Power to the shy ones who always struggle to make friends on the half of humanity worth less than 8 men. Power to those that risk their life to dig the colton from the ground for the mic I'm spitting on and the phone you're holding now. Power to those that built the stadium they're playing in. Power to those that mowed the grass and stitched the ball that they're playing with. Every rapper that doesn't rap about killing. Power to the builders who build buildings that outlive them. Power to the slaves of ancient Greece, never had the right to vote. Democracy dead like Gary Webb when they imported like his cold. Power to those that right to prison. Power to those writing home. Power to those writing poems. Power to those that died alone. Power to Curtis Mayfield. Power to Ronald Isley. Power to the fishermen that were forced into piracy. Power for every person that is working in a library. Power to every nurse that we turn to in our times of need. Power to the unions and the miners that should punish. Power to those that drive the buses and those that collect the rubbish. Power to the youth desiring the truth. Power for every rapper that is dying for a fire in the booth. For those that lost limbs to King Leopold's quota and those risking their lives for the P&O to Dover. Power to union leaders murdered by. Power to victims of this globalized Cosa Nostra. Power to those dying on the shores and the borders. Power to human beings that were rendered fauna and flora. Power to those that after the stage show and carnival goers still haunted by Kelso Cole Crane's ghost. Power to Kevin Carter, his picture taunts us ever after. So many questions never answered. Remember the last words of عبد المحسن السعدون الأمة تنتظر الخدمة الإنجليز لا يوافقون. Power to El Jawahiri in his rebellions. They killed his brother Ja'far and he cursed the rotten Thamesians. Enlightened despots pursuing tactics Machiavellian. Chinese still preceded Europe a millennium. Think about it. Printed press half a millennium. Never get close. Power to Ken Loach and every volunteer in Lesbos. Cuban doctors sent to Sri Lanka for the tsunami. Power to those that cleaned up after the Bullingdon parties. Kids knowing Apple products before they know what an apple is. Forgotten like passengers on the USS Indianapolis. Dying days before they could see what little boys damaged it on the precipice of fascism. My passiveness is cancerous. Power to those strong enough to dream. Power to those that chose not to be a cog in the machine. Power to those that love first and hate never. Power to those that sleep on the streets through grey weather. Power to Aziz Ali and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Power to Norman Baker, David Kelly's owner artery. Power to the genocided population of Tasmania. The internet descends to Trump-tastic fantasia. Let them try quote this. You'll never find a better diagnosis than collective psychosis. It's getting quite hopeless, but hope is all we have. Trying to cultivate the positive, not focus on the bad, but the globe's under attack. The obnoxious rage of a fake intellectual. Amazing grace in the age of the spectacle. Not the first time they found a race is selectable to raise to the pedestal and desecrate the place that translated the decimal. I don't want to tempt fate. Power to corpse washers like AM Day. Power to language learners, Bernie Sanders fans to flag burners. One man's inertia is another man's purpose. In the utopia of song, we are victorious, but the bittersweet reality's not this glorious. Power to Coltrane watching Malcolm X. Power to Paul Robeson under house arrest. Power to Galileo under house arrest. Power to Ibn Haytham under house arrest. Forgive me if I sound obsessed, forgive me if I sound depressed. Believe me, that's not how it's meant. They probably thought I couldn't come back and kill the alphabet. El Pueblo Unido, jamás será será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Say el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. الشعب يريد إسقاط النظام. Say el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. Say el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. الشعب يريد إسقاط النظام. Thank you very much.
Wow! Man like Lowkey in the building! I feel like I've just been to university for 5 years. I learned more than I learned in the last 10. Jeez. That was savagery, bro. A very, very, very quick education on how you body a fire
in the
booth.
Wow. That was fire. That was fire. But man's not hurt. That was fire. But man's not hurt. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, man. I need 10,000 likes, man. 10,000 likes for this fire in the booth. More subscribers. I get to 10,000 subscribers, man. Let's hit that button. Let's subscribe. Let's go on. There's a lot more coming in. Don't forget to share my videos, man. Peace out.